Chattisfying.
If you are just listening to this here podcast, now is a wonderful time to draw your eyes to the screen, as we are now going to start watching some clips. We're going to watch. We're going to play our sub game, Follow, Sub or Dip. So we're about to watch 9 clips from 3 different streamers. We don't know them. They are randomly picked. Apart from I let Bueno choose the viewer average of the streamers that I chose at the time that I was looking at the clips. So this is a viewer average of 1 to 20, which is the lowest kind of bracket that we do. So we'll watch these 9 clips. After each 3, we'll just have a quick chat about what we thought of the streamer. But we're only going to be talking about what we can see on the clips. So you can't take into account things like their follow account or anything like that, unless it's literally on the screen for you to see. But we won't say whether we've follow, sub or dip until we've seen all 9 clips. Are we ready?
I'm ready! I'm ready, brother.
Buenotrueno, ready!
Wait, is that Hulk Hogan again?
Ready! No, I'm doing
Okay.
What was his name? John something. The guy from the Gladiators, the compere guy that blew the whistle.
Gladiators, you will go on my first whistle.
What was his name? John something.
The referee.
John Anderson. Remember? Over to
Yes.
John Anderson. Amazing. Anyway, right. So let's line up clip number 1. Are we ready?
Yes.
All right. So, all right. 3, 2, 1. Play that clip.
More. Yeah, to my right somewhere. On heartbeat.
Spoilers, I've seen this.
I'm trying to figure out where. Coming around me? Or above
Okay,
me?
up top, right here. Yellow.
That's the same guy.
It's the same guy, bro. He's fucking screaming. Anytime that you see that delusions guy in the fucking yellow.
Amazing. Right. Next clip then. So clip number 2. 3, 2, 1. And play that clip.
Oh, this one. Oh, if you hit him off the ramp, dude.
Oh!
Grinding! No way!
Oh my god!
Dude,
Oh,
you gotta
fuck.
change whole-
Awesome. And then clip number 3. Are we ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Play that clip.
That's what I'm gonna do. What is this?
Brilliant.
Sleigh bell?
Okay, fantastic. So, without saying whether you would follow, sub, or dip, Bueno, what did you think of that streamer?
I'm trying to figure out where.
Well, I didn't see much chat interaction, but I don't know what's going on the chat side of things. Especially when you play BRs, I know that's a very focus or die sort of situation.
Hmm.
He does seem kind of fun. As the first clip, the kid gamer raging after he shot him, that makes for good content at any given point. Like just someone screaming usually means that you're doing well. But he does get up to some shenanigans. I dig it.
What about you, Hippo? What do you reckon?
I feel like the way we watched the clips, we watched him de-evolve.
Yes, I think that as well.
I'm just like, yeah, okay. I didn't know they had like you could hear other people in Warzone.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's the Black Ops 4 version, though. That's not your Modern Warfare.
So I'm confused. Was he playing on PC on the? He was playing PC on the first one, right? And then it looked like he was playing like console on the second one, which is why he had like the different headphones and stuff like that. And then he completely vanished in the third one. So he's a multi-gamey thing. I also I like his font on the first one.
The actual logo is pretty rad, isn't it?
Yeah, the second one. Sorry, yeah, the afflicted bit. I like that. That's nice.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like a beard as well.
Just a weird throw in here.
Like
I have never
Bueno, he doesn't grow a
Let
full
me-
one.
Look, I got enough to keep my hair on my head. It just straps it down. But like, there's one thing that I don't like. I like the logo, right?
Mm.
But I'll never understand if you're on your stream with your names already there.
I know what he's saying.
You've got you got your bloody your stream, like your name of your stream on your stream that people are already watching. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, maybe he's doing it for YouTube, but I dare say even his channel might have the same name as well. So
I also liked in the second clip that it's very nostalgic seeing a Spotify with the current track playing.
Yeah, but there was no music actually playing on the
No,
clip.
I know. but it was still kind of cool to see that. That was like proper throwback for me from when we freely.
I got to give him at least 5 out of 10 Tony Hawks for the 50-50 grind on the motorbike.
That's cool. That was cool. I like that. Yeah.
Definitely take what you mean about the name being on the screen. And actually, on the third clip, it's on there twice as well.
Oh, it is.
Which seems a little bit much.
In the third clip, he's got to the right of it.
Yeah, which is clearly supposed to be his links and stuff, which is good branding, but it's just it takes up so much space on the screen. We don't need to know his name so many times. We already know his name. We're in the stream.
On a personal design sort of aspect of things, he could have done that same thing. All he needed to do was put a small box underneath the big logo and just have his social buttons or social icons just underneath the big name.
I think he's got a different overlay on all three of these. I have to say I'm not a massive fan of any of them. I think that on the first one, it's quite interesting because he's got a nice setup. I really like his microphone
like that's
as well.
that would be the most recent one.
Yeah.
I feel if that's his later, like his furthest from what's the word, oldest one, that took a while. Then something's going on for him to go from that and then to de-evolve into the next one, and then just to not have any cam or anything on the third.
But I do think also that like it is awesome having like a second camera that shows your setup, but I really don't think it needs to be on the screen all the time. And I do feel as well that like the rim around the face cam, the way that it like interacts with the other camera, it really does not look good in my opinion. Like this writing is too small as well to really figure out what it's trying to say.
I always like those streamers that have a camera over their hand when they're on the mouse.
Yeah,
I always found that a weird one.
It's okay if they've got a face cam as well, but if it's just a hand cam, it's yeah.
Look at me clicking my left click. Yeah.
I've seen a few streamers. There's a few people who play like Fortnite who have the keyboard cam just because building. But I've seen people who stream who play what's it called, Star Citizen, but they're the people who have like they have the 2 sticks and then they have foot pedals and then they have I don't know something for their bum to move on that does something, all the different works and jerks. So they've got cameras on everything.
Yeah,
and I like it, but I dislike it because I'm very much into the keep it simple, keep it small.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sort of mentality. And
I mean, apart from when it comes to the actual face cam, it shouldn't be too small. The actual size of the face cam in the second clip is quite nice. It's quite big, but then he's right at the bottom of the frame.
There's a lot of ceiling there. There's a lot of ceiling. But
then what you could then argue is if you then angled it so it was right, it would then have far too much of its torso in it. But then the obvious answer to that is to zoom in.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like quite an easy fix on that, and it just looks a bit off. But yeah, other than that, yeah, it's all good. Like I say, I really like his setup. He's got a really, really nice setup. I like it. It's all mounted on the walls. He's got several, like, was that three screens? He's got a nice microphone. Like, he's clearly put a lot of thought into it. All right, let's move on then to number 4.
Yep.
So, we ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1. No, sorry, what did you say? No.
I said righto.
Oh, righto. Sorry. 3, 2,
language
1.
barrier.
Play that clip.
Pretty sure, right? Thank you for following me, Vex Bucky. Nice to have you aboard, you sexy beast. Let me open up his actor container. Ebony Warrior and Deadpool suit. I don't have a Deadpool suit, and it's not part of my video. Damn, how do I get him to show his dreadlocks? Without taking off his outfit. I think I might need to give him.
Okay, lovely.
Okay.
Next clip number 6. Oh, I forgot to ready, set, go. I'm an idiot. Sorry. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, he's playing that clip now.
No. So 3, 2, 1. Play that clip.
Go.
Ah, yeah, it's me. Look at that. Dude. I have like freaking armpit hair coming out of my...
What game was that? Was that
I believe
Roblox?
that was Roblox, yeah.
Oh my lord. I don't think I've ever watched anyone stream Roblox ever in my life. All right, lovely. And then clip number 6.
Yes.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Play that
Holy
clip.
shit, what the hell is going
That
on?
vehicle spinning
What is
out.
that thing?
That's a person. Hold on, I'm moving up behind him. Body behind you, He's got a pin.
What?
There's a guy behind you. What the hell?
I thought he was glitched out, man. I don't know what was going on. I thought he was
I thought it was a
glitched.
vehicle.
Yeah, I
What
thought it
just
was
happened?
glitched. I don't know what happened. Are they all dead?
I just killed a guy with a Barrett, dude.
That motherfucker.
Okay, wicked. So again, Bueno,
Man,
what did
I don't know
you
what
think
was
of that
going on.
dude?
I don't know what to think. The first game, I straight up thought the first game he was playing was Skyrim.
I'm pretty sure it was Skyrim.
It is Skyrim.
It's
modded, is that
modded.
what was
I'm
going
guessing.
on?
Heavily modded.
So I thought it might have been like a cyberpunk thing, and I'm like, what's going on? But
It says doing Cyberpunk.
I didn't have much interest in that one. I didn't know what he was trying to do. I noticed a console command, which sort of spun me out.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing on the next one, I can't get over the fact that he was wearing panties on his head for the next 2 clips.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what was going on in Roblox.
At least they're clean, and he seems to
Yeah.
change them. Because
What about you, Hippo? What did you think of that? You finished, Bruno? Sorry.
yeah, shut up.
Yeah,
Bueno.
there's just a lot going on screen for me. He's got a few bits and pieces here and there. He obviously responds to what's going on because
Mhm.
in the first clip he gets a follow, he responds, he talks to chat. It's a weird place to put that camera too because there's a weird amount of cutoff for his green screen.
Yeah.
Production wise, it's a bit odd. I can't even quote on the Roblox one because all I can think is like, what's going on?
Actually, it has to be a different stream because there's green screen in one and not in the other.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
All right, fair enough. No worries. Hippo, what do you reckon?
Obviously, I think this person seems to be very much experimenting with where placements are and stuff like that. Because as much as the camera seems to be fairly over to the left, it's gone up and down, left and slightly, and all this kind of stuff. But you also got different types of like the notifications tab is different on stream 2 to stream 3. So obviously, there's a lot of experimentation, still trying to figure out what they want to do and how they want to portray themselves. If you look into the third clip, that they've got like the little dono bar and all that kind of stuff going on to get the hentai hat and all that kind of bits. The chat seems to have moved in every clip to different locations and stuff like that. So I feel like they're still trying to find their own in these 3 clips, which is nice to see that you can see the transition in again. Like in the first person, we saw them de-evolve. And in this one, you can see them experiment and doing different things. You can see that they've progressed on and they now have a green screen and they're trying out with the green screen and a couple of the clips and all this kind of stuff. It's nice to see that somebody is trying out different things. It's just, I don't know. But as for like personality wise and stuff, look, I enjoyed anyone who is more than happy to have a conversation or at least like interact with their chat.
Yeah.
It just seems very wholesome and nice. So
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I liked the interactivity. In the first clip, you get chat interactivity, not just with the follower, but there was someone else I think that he responded to as well. And then in the second clip, it was reacting to, I think, Discord. It just looks like the guy sort of messes around and has a lot of fun. Overall, I think I quite like his overlay as well. Although we mentioned this quite a lot, the camera placement if you're on a green screen. I think actually, like we said in the previous guy was a little bit not zoomed in enough. This guy's a bit too zoomed in, so you can see like all of the corners of his green screen. And obviously he's not at the bottom, so you can like the whole point of of having a green screen is to blend into the background. But if you place your camera somewhere like that, then you're not going to blend in. It literally defeats the object of having one, which is unfortunate. But I quite like his setup. It looks good. He looks like he messes around and has fun with some different games and that kind of thing. So yeah, I quite like. I'd be interested to find out where the whole underwear on the head thing came from. I do think I have some issue with the sort of the top left-hand corner of the overlay on the second and third clip. It just doesn't look very high effort and really very good, especially compared with other aspects of the stream. But shall we move on to clip number?
I'd just like to say I'm a boxers man.
I think boxers on the head would have a completely different
I'd have a
kind of
vibe.
Yeah,
It's like I'm
completely
back,
different
right?
vibe.
I'm
Yeah.
doing boxers on my head on my first stream. Sold. Yes. Thing,
Well,
obviously. Yeah.
let's move on then to clip number 7. Are we ready?
Yes.
Ready.
Right. 3, 2, 1. Play that clip.
Yeah. Perfect. Ready?
They're going to loadout. They're going to loadout. We got this.
There's one on the left of us. Remember? Watch
Yeah,
the
yeah,
one
be
on the
careful.
left.
He's coming up too. Got him. Headshot.
That was a good shot.
Good stuff.
These guys are right here. Got the other one. Last one's right here.
Down. Oh, you cracked me, OD.
Last one's right here. Yes, boys. That's what I'm talking about.
That's how you do it.
Okay. Ooh, that would be the wrong button. Right. So we'll move on then to clip number 8. So 3, 2, 1. Play that clip.
Holy shit, 3 of you assholes? I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Fucking god. Holy fucking shit. I'm gonna fucking lose it on somebody. Like, straight fucking up. Oh, god damn. I am not having it. Hey, I have all my diamonds. The rest of you guys can go suck a fat fucking one.
My violin plays for you.
I could see that coming from a mile away though, couldn't you?
It had the progression throughout that video of anger. It had to end badly.
Yeah, absolutely. As the Karian there says language, yeah, I'm absolutely with you there, actually, to be honest with you, but we'll talk a little bit later. Let's watch the last clip. Are you guys ready?
Aye.
Right, 3, 2, 1. Play that
I
clip.
have a lot of animals that I need to demonetize. Ugh, don't mind. Shh, I'm not gonna talk about it. Of course. I don't abuse animals. I simply derate them.
Was it just me, or compared to her voice, the sound of the horse was really loud when she hit it?
Oh yeah, she had a game sound up there.
Way too loud. Right, I thought I just wanted to check it wasn't just me. That scared the hell out of me.
She might have been whispering though. Like there was a shh moment in that video.
Yeah, in that clip, she clearly had her mic turned up quite loud, but it was talking very quietly, which does sound quite good, but it also you need like a gate or something because you could hear something go off in the background there. I think someone was like closing a door. So, again, without saying whether you'd follow, sub, or dip yet, what did you think of that streamer, Bueno?
So I don't mind that streamer. She speaks very, very fluent Australianese at the second clip. The first one, like I really love her overlay on the first clip. So her on what looks to be PUBG or Warzone or whatever it is. The only thing with that overlay is she's got I'm not a big fan of the 3-bar system. So she's got her bits, by looks of it, a follower, maybe a sub.
Yeah.
I use a rotator which rotates through all three, so I don't have to have like a list underneath me.
Yeah.
And I just think it's cleaner. That's the only thing. Other than that, in this one, this is where overlay probably looks the most professional.
Yeah, I
for
agree.
lack of better words. Like it's the cleanest here.
Yeah.
Sailor clip where she decided to swear like no tomorrow. I won't understand on the double screen with the backdrop.
Yeah. Agreed.
I mean, it's something I don't see everywhere. Maybe that's a good thing. Like, you always want to see something you haven't seen before. So I can see it from that perspective, maybe. But
I think the main
not a
issue
big
I
fan
have
of
with
that
it, apart
clip.
from the fact it's got so much wasted space, is like
Yeah.
I think the thought behind it might be a sort of I want to make the camera nice and big without covering up too much of the game. But
Yeah.
if you want that like interactivity of having like a really big cam, then you need to face the camera, surely, because like a lot of
You'd imagine so.
a lot of what you're gaining for having such a large camera, you're losing by not facing the camera. I mean, there's not necessarily anything wrong with not looking at the camera, but if that's what you're going for, is that extra interactivity for being bigger, then it kind of is then wasted by the fact you're not looking at the camera.
Another weird thing that I've spotted is if you look at a cam, so behind her mic boom arm, you can see like just a bright, insanely white light.
Daylight.
Now, I'm not sure if that's the daylight or if that's her lighting.
I think it's
But
the
I've
lighting
always-
that's coming on that, isn't it?
I think
Well, I've always
it's daylight coming through.
Yeah. Well, I've always understood if you want a better picture with your webcam, you want the light facing you, but not facing the camera.
Yeah.
Because that way the exposure works a little bit better.
Yeah.
So I think she might even get better video quality if she just moves her camera.
Yeah. No, I agree. Ideally, so that she's facing it, but I get the feeling that maybe it might be set up that way because it has to be.
Yeah, that's true.
Because otherwise, there's not really a rhyme nor reason to have it like that. In this particular case, I think. I don't know. Maybe.
And third clip's just it's insanely quiet and then loud horse noises.
Yeah.
Not sure if that's just a settings thing that she's got there. If she's maybe people are asleep in a house and she's being quiet, but her game sounds are still loud.
Yeah. Way too loud.
So.
All right.
And that.
Hippo?
Decent all the way through on mine.
Oh, sorry.
You're right.
I thought you were done. My bad.
Don't worry. I think I'm done sometimes too, and then my brain's like, "Hey, you got to say some more." Yeah.
All right,
That's me.
Hippo?
I'm a little confused with her actually.
Yeah.
Mainly from the camera itself. So in between clip 1 and clip 2, she goes from the 6x9 to a square, or a square to 6x9. Now I'm just wondering whether that's a time period where she's decided to go into those things, or whether she has a setting that has, depending on what transition she has or what source she's on, that it has a. Because I've never been able to have one screen say like this is the square bit, and then another source or section be widescreen essentially.
I think it's not an aspect ratio thing; it's a cropping thing. But I mean, if you want
cropping thing,
if you want me to tell you how to do that, I can totally do that after the stream.
Oh yeah, totally. no, I mean, like I've never. It's not a cropping thing that I was on about. It may be a cropping situation, but it just looks like she's obviously got a package for an overlay.
Yeah.
She's using one which is a square boxy type thing, and one which is what most people use, which is the widescreen kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I know that my camera doesn't naturally sit on widescreen. It sits in the square mode. So I change it to widescreen so I can fit in my overlay and stuff like that. But I just wondered whether she had a transitional period where she can just like have on this, like the screen where it's not side by side with her game and she's actually in the game. It can be like the square mode and it transitions the camera into that position. Because I have to change it manually every time. But I just like that. I haven't seen many streamers do that kind of thing. Where they have different perspectives and aspects for their camera, even though it's still the same camera throughout.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I've cropped myself left, right, and center and stuff like that. That's fine. But like actually having it just naturally sit at a position to be in, this is a square mode and this is right angle, which seems like natural things that this camera and myself can do, but I have to do it manually. She seems to, maybe she has it naturally tunes scenes. That's the word.
I've got a certain plug-in that I use where if I was to get my camera right in widescreen mode in one position and then mess with the program and then put it in a smaller position where she's like from a 6x9 to whatever this one is, the 4 by whatever. If I cropped it down and then I switched scenes, it'd shrink my camera.
That's really cool.
It just naturally shrink it, and it's just like a plug-in for OBS.
See, I don't deal with the plugin situation. I've never really touched the whole plugin things, and I haven't seen a streamer have that kind of recently, anyway. That does that kind of thing. That naturally has. I'm going into square box gamer mode when I'm immersed into the game, and when I'm playing Minecraft, I'm going in widescreen mode and having it look like I'm playing at the computer, which is how I feel like that second clip is that she's got this perspective of she's playing the computer and you're sitting beside her while she's playing the game, instead of looking at her.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably not what she's intending to do, but that's how I feel it. Whereas it doesn't work in clip 1 because she's still doing I'm looking at the game, but we're actually in the game, which is where I prefer more of a face-on kind of camera when you're in the game.
Yeah.
But that's actually got the 2 separate windows. Kind of gives that whole like false illusion that we're watching her play a game like a friend would sit beside and watch you play a game.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Could be a progression thing too.
Yeah.
Where she's just like Minecraft might have been back in the day. She's come into a new one. She's just gone, okay, I want a smaller cam now because this isn't working for me.
I'm hoping she's gone into this whole like real thought out of it because, got a very nice looking overlay. I love the whole neon color vibe anyway. That's my kind of jam. But I just wondered whether it was
back to the
purposeful.
simplicity of things. She could have a bigger webcam on her Battle Royale there. If she just got rid of the notification things underneath her.
That's actually exactly what I was going to say. Maybe have it so that it's just the one, like you say, that flicks around, and then just make the webcam a little bit bigger.
And
it
down
is
a little bit
on the small side on that clip.
She's also sitting on the map a little bit, which irritates me.
Oh yeah, it's not ideal.
And the notification bit or whatever the spool is left and not centered.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was going to mention that as well. It's a little thing, but it makes a big difference visually, especially if there was just the one there. That would look, because I think I quite like the overlay overall on the first clip myself. There's not many tweaks that you'd need to make to that to make it really like look very clean and nice, and it's got the whole like color coordination with the colors in.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I think that looks really
it's
good.
Less prominent in the second clip, but I don't know if she's got a slight hue at the bottom there, and it's just like a different time of day. It's not working as much, but I feel like, and maybe it's just coming with the reflection of her actual overlay camera panel or something like that. But I definitely like the pinky purpley kind of violet.
Yeah, and the sub goal as well. Although I'm not a massive fan of like monthly sub goals, it's color coordinated. It looks good. I think the overlay in the second clip, it's just so much wasted space. I really just don't see the point. I don't think it looks particularly good. I think actually overall her camera, the positioning, apart from the lighting, it looks really good. I think it would just look better if it was a bit more standard with her like in the corner or whatever. And then the third clip, there's no overlay whatsoever. I think we're gradually going back in time. The audio on the third clip is pretty bad. But she's clearly, it gets much better as it goes on. In terms of I didn't see her actually chatting really, chat or really at all. To be honest, it was more just reacting to things that happened. And I have to say that quite a lot of the things that she did say, she was obviously concentrating, but still very flat and not really exciting. If I'm honest, it was all like, "There's a thing." I've done the thing, kind of, you know what I mean?
She's sort of in the I pray my gameplay shows enough that I get people interested more than I'm going to be interested in the people that are interested in my stream.
Yeah,
but that's judging it off 3 clips. It might have changed since here.
But again, the point of the game of this sub game is to it's just kind of get a feel from it just from the clips that we've watched. So I think that's all that needs to be said. So let's do it. Let's decide which one we would follow, which one we would sub, and which one we would dip. Bueno, do you want to go first?
I think I'd follow Pantyhead just because
which one? Oh, the second one.
Pantyheads, yep.
Yeah.
So number 2, I'd follow just on the sheer basis that he interacts a lot. Number 1, I'd probably sub. If I hope we didn't de-evolve and the clips are just in a weird order or something. But he seems to react a lot to what's in game and talk to people. I'd probably dip on number 3, the lady, just because there's nothing more boring than watching a streamer zone out. I can't do that.
Yeah, fair enough. Hippo, do you want to go next?
I'm slightly different.
Oh yeah.
Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Understatement.
I have a beard. Sorry, what? I would dip the girl.
Yep. Third one.
Yeah, just no interest.
Mhm.
There's potential, but more aesthetically pleasing potential for the stream itself.
Everything.
I now that I've seen that, I want to like do the whole edit and do the whole like V-shaped thing and make a quirky stream out of it. I think that'd be quite cool aesthetically.
Yeah.
But as for the stream itself, not overly interested. I'd follow the first guy.
Yeah.
Because again, there were some interactions, playing some shooting games. I mean, shooting games, I take them or leave them. But if the personality's there, which there seems to be some form of personality, you know, joking around about the guy that you killed and all that kind of stuff. There's obviously some personality there. But I'd sub the panty guy. I don't know. I think the guy's got like a not a care in the world kind of vibe. Just wants to enjoy and just do shit and have a laugh. And by the way, I want a hentai hat. You know. But there's no like. It doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel like there's just enjoying.
Yeah,
and I like
Just
that.
chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can have my sub sorted.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to start on the other end. I'm going to say straight away my sub goes to the second guy, Panty Guy, as we're calling him. Out of the three, he's far and away like the one that, to me, has the most charisma. From the three clips of each that we've watched, I can definitely see myself enjoying his stream. It just seems like a bit of a mess around. There's a lot of sort of irreverence. It seems to a streamer. Definitely out of the three, he seems like the one that I would come into a stream and probably laugh and have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
The other two, I definitely struggled to decide out of the two which one I would follow and which one I would dip. They're quite close by all accounts. I think just about the first guy would get my follow. I think he definitely feels like he's going in the right direction. I don't know. I like his setup, and he's definitely got like there's a possibility to have like a good chat. Whereas I get the feeling from the clips, and this may not be true, that the third person didn't seem like she really wanted that much of a chat. You know, she's more interested in just playing video games. Really, which there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not what I would.
Sideways kid.
Chattisfying.